As if Amazon FBA could get any more frustrating, that storage and logistics that you've been dealing with, restock limits and IPI scores so you can store your crap at Amazon, is about to get a lot more tricky. My name is Stephen Pope. I'm the founder of My Amazon Guy. This is a great LinkedIn post off of Malte Karsten, where he talks about FBA capacity and the monitoring dashboard is about to get a facelift. Spoiler alert, it's about to become runnable like a PPC campaign. And I'll explain. In the post, Malte explains how it's been a frustrating process for Amazon and all the sellers are trying to get storage limit increases. And to alleviate that, apparently, and I haven't been able to confirm this outside of this LinkedIn post yet, but apparently Amazon is going to move towards an auction-based system. That means inside of Amazon, if you want to get that extra 50-foot capacity, you bid $50, but the next guy, he bid $60, so that dude's gonna pay $51, just like an auction-based PPC campaign. He posts, today the storage volume SMS and restock limits, inbound limitations, SSQL, are a complex topic for FBA sellers. Raising the limits and volumes is a dedicated process approaching Amazon, probably delicate, Amazon FBA team asking for higher values. The volume and limits today are calculated by Amazon on a quarterly basis. The IPI score is the main KPI Amazon is basing the limits and capacities for every single seller. In the near future, Amazon will change the entire system to an auction-based approach. Sellers will be able to request more volume or capacity directly in their new FBA monitoring dashboard. Sellers will be able to bid for more storage and volume, inbound capacity in USD. One seller bidding 50 USD for 5 M3 more volume. Another seller bidding 60 USD, the higher bid will be successful and the seller is going to get the requested extra storage volume. The paid fees are at least partially refundable in case the extra capacity is selling through quickly. Certain KPIs will apply. The exact system is actually finalized by Amazon's SOP, will be rolled out internationally within the next few weeks. The IPI as a metric remains untouched. The calculation will change from quarterly to monthly. So those are a lot of big changes. And I went around and looking at all of the various news locations, could not verify that's anywhere else, but I actually do think this is a reliable source. It's the head of acquisition over at Europe for the Berlin Brands Group, which is a very large company. So here's my hot take. A lot of sellers are going to be put out by this. Amazon, run your logistics like PPC. Seller, put the PPC guy in charge of logistics. Got it. So that's the current rub right now, if you were, on how you're going to have to run things. So that is a major update. Obviously, we don't have a lot of information to go on at this point. It makes sense, though, because Amazon's system is in a massive need of overhaul. Is this going to be good for sellers? Probably not. Sellers have long just relied upon Amazon magically just taking all of their stuff. And in the past, they could just ship, here's 1,000 units of this, here's 1,000 of units of that. And Amazon, quite frankly, ran out of space. I don't believe Amazon is out of space today in 2023, however. It's actually more so a case of them not having enough employees. They even got rid of some of their warehouse space. They sold down some of it late last year in 2022. So this is an interesting development, and it's a lot of things are going to come out of this. And if you know, we've seen Amazon change their logistics practices multiple times, cold turkey, no notice. So when this thing rolls out, it might just be a surprise to 98% of sellers. You might just be like, hey, surprise, you're out of storage space. You want to bid on some more? Well, sorry, the other guy bid more. You're out. You're SOL. Which then mandates the fact that you're going to have more of a 3PL setup, shipping yourself. You're going to have control of your own destiny. Relying upon the platform as well as the decade-long FBA branding that has been put into place is simply no longer going to work. Now, the one benefit I can see here to sellers is this. Back in July, I put out a video about how Amazon's FBA system was about to die. And essentially, it was dying. And that's because 2-day Prime had become 5-day Prime for many different sellers. And that's a really big problem because Amazon built its entire system on the speed of delivery. Well, if that no longer exists, Prime no longer exists. Well, if you put into place new systems that limits the pressures, and an auction-based system will allow it to fluctuate based on needs, kind of a true capitalism system, then it will evolve correctly to meet supply meeting demand. Now, obviously, a system so big like this, it's going to be corrupted very quickly. And I think they'll end up scrapping this program probably within the first 12 months after it gets insane. And there's all kinds of variables. Well, I mean, like, what if I'm a brand new seller and I bid $1 million, right? Like, and I wanted to get X number of space. So there's going to be all kinds of constraints and exemptions and user situations that I think could happen. They're going to have to limit what they auction, and they're going to have to come up with rules on who can bid for it. And of course, at the end of the day, what's going to happen? It's going to be the good old boys, those vendor central brands that are going to win, because how could you make an auction system for the vendor side? That just doesn't even make sense, right? So they're going to reserve more space for the 1P side over 3P. And for the last few years, I've been claiming 1P was dying. This could be the resurgence of 1P in some sense, or at least a net benefit to do it. Now, all of this is speculation. A lot of things could happen and change. But there's just a lot of stuff going on over at Amazon, let alone the economy and worldwide. So let me know what you think about my hot take here. Post it in the comment section. My name is Steven. I'm the founder of My Amazon Guy. And if you need help yourself, you might want to sign up for Pope Plus. This is a new guided coaching system for $9.99 a month, no commitments. You can talk to me in Slack in our group, as well as join a weekly call and get a bunch of other perks that you see on the screen here. Special trainings, access to all the Mag School courses, and discounts on some of our services, including job posts over at sellercentraljobs.com. As well as some free Mag swag, maybe one of, not this t-shirt, but one of these t-shirts here, as well as a hat. So sign up today. We'll see you soon. myamazonguy.com/Pope.